Jane here, and I'm back with another video. If what I'm wearing looks familiar, it's because I did just film a haul video wearing this. I'm trying to knock some out today, so let's just jump right into it. As you can see from the title of this video, we finna jump right into some shows that's been coming on, some new, some not new. They just brought them back for the winter premiere after the holidays were over. So let's just get right into it. First of all, let me touch on this damn world's greatest funeral or world's best funeral or whatever the hell the name of the show is. Okay, first of all, let me apologize to America because I am utterly embarrassed by this funeral show, being that it is shot here in Dallas, Texas, at one of the popular funeral homes, funeral parlors here. Honey, I did not know they was doing all of that, okay? My auntie told me that a show like that was coming on, but I didn't. I thought she was talking about it was a documentary about a specific funeral that was going on there. Oh, hold on, let me get my drink. Oh, I just had me some dishes, y'all. It was good. Ain't they tea the best, y'all? Okay, so when she first brought this up to me, I'm thinking that she was saying, I thought she said it was a documentary or about a specific funeral that happened here. I did not know this was finna be like a reality show about funerals, okay? Let me say, I have not actually sat down and looked at this show, okay? But just looking at the clips of it, and just, I'm so embarrassed. I'm so embarrassed just from looking at the clips of the show. I don't even want to sit down and look at it. Oh, y'all, please excuse us. Everybody don't act like that in Dallas or Texas, okay? Okay, so, let's get into, it's another show on TV, The Sisterhood, y'all. Okay, The Sisterhood is this other show that comes on TLC. This is about pastors' wives. And when I tell y'all, if y'all have not been looking at The Sisterhood, y'all need to check out this show. I really like this show, okay? Because, baby, these broads are the trip. Dominique, she is my favorite one because she is real, honey. Dominique done had a hard life. Okay, first of all, her and her husband used to have a church. They don't have a church no more. They have to close the doors of the church because they couldn't afford it no more. And now they can barely afford the life that they live in, baby. She don't have to go and pawn her wedding ring. And she came out the pawn shop crying on the steps of the pawn shop, y'all. They needed money. They need money to pay. So she say she not used to, she don't know how, she having difficulty adjusting to, you know, life with her husband, because her husband ain't no hustler like she used to. You know, once one thing ain't working out, he go do this or he go do that. He ain't got a whole lot of jobs. You know what I'm saying? He do some type of contract construction situation, and you know, once you through with that job, then you gotta wait on something else to come up. She got a little old boutique, but you know, it's still new, so it ain't just all this money just ain't coming in. And I felt so bad for her when she had to go pawn her ring, y'all. It was so sad, but honey, she done had a hard life. Apparently, I think she say she grew up in a foster system, and somehow she ended up on the street when she was 13, and then they found out that it was a young one on the street. So she say it was a lot of men around the block waiting on their turn, y'all. And you know, a pimp got a hold to her. She got on drugs to try to numb the pain from the prostitution. So she was on crack. I mean, she had a lot of stuff to go on in her life. I really like Dominique. She's my favorite so far. But you know, she have come past that. She's now a woman of God. She's living a better life. She has 2 children. She has her husband. You know, he want them to do the vows. She don't want them to do the vows. They coins is not together, honey. It's just not working out too well for them. And then it's this other couple. I don't remember the wife's name, but anyway, the wife is Dominican and the husband is black. I want to say his name is Anthony. Maybe his name not even be Anthony. Maybe his name Marcus or something. But anyway, they do have their own church. They have 2 daughters. Their church is doing well. It's thriving. It's bringing in money. I like them. The husband is funny to me. He makes me laugh. And then you have this white couple. Now, they were just introduced on the 2nd episode, and the wife's name is Deanne or Deanna or Leanne or something like that. They have their own churches doing well and successful. But let me tell you something that don't sit too well with me about them, and I think it's going to be brought up on the next episode. On the outside of these people's house, now, I don't particularly care for it, but it's not to the point where I'm just utterly so disgusted and I'm just, going to write into the show or start typing emails or bashing them. But I don't particularly care for it. And on the outside of their house, if I'm not mistaken, whatever their last name is, it says their last name, and then under it, it says plantation. And the build of their house is like a plantation. I don't really care for that. But, I'm not going to dwell on it. It's not a huge issue. I just, want to point that out. I don't really care for that. But I do like the wife. She's not about a lot of mess. She don't really like for gossip to go on and stuff, especially if the other party's not there to defend themselves. So far, I like her. I don't even remember what her husband looked like, what his name is, or nothing like that, because I don't think they only showed him just a few portions in the show. Okay, and then you have, honey, this other couple. Mark is the husband, and Lola, what is his wife's name? Ivy. Okay, Mark and Ivy. Now, Mark and Ivy have a church, but their church is kind of in the inner city. So, it's not a lot of money coming in comparison to the other couples' churches. So, they have their own congregation. They have a son. His name is Mark Allen. Ivy wants to have more children. The husband is like, baby, we barely making it with this one right here. So I don't think we need to have no more children. But she's also has endometriosis. I think that's what she has. She has endometriosis. And so we don't know if she's going to have a full hysterectomy. And she ain't going to be able to have no kids without. But let me tell you, this right here, this bride right here say, now when she first came on and everybody was introducing themselves, this broad said that she used to be part of the group Escape. Okay, Bow, I ain't never saw you in Escape, not even one time as a guest singer with them, okay? Where is you getting this from? So, of course, when she said that, I think somebody brought the situation to Kandi Burruss. And Kandi said, no, she was never in Escape. When Escape wanted to get back together, I did not want to go back into the group, so she was going to be my replacement. She was not a member of Escape. So, I don't know why she run around telling people that she member of Escape, especially on TV, as if other people ain't gonna see her and know that, girl, you was not in no damn Escape. She was like, oh yeah, in the 90s, I was a part of the R&B group Escape. Lies. Then we have, let's see, who else? Her. And then we have these right here. We have Tara and Brian, okay? They are an interracial couple. They're from Los Angeles. Both of their families have basically disowned them because of who they choose to marry. And Tara is Christian. Brian is Jewish. And she brought him into the Christian faith. They have 3 children. Baby, these people is crazy. Brian, the things he says, I mean, in reference to him being married to a black woman, I don't necessarily think they were appropriate enough for him to say them with in the company of these other church people that they just met. Now, it's okay if you talking about people who you hang with all the time, your partners, but, honey, I don't know. They a mess. She wants to evangelize, and they they trying to be a televangelist, you know, be on TV. I think they just trying to get some kind of little situation going where they got people calling in, ordering prayer cloths off the TV in the middle of the night, and they getting these folks coins and faking like they put some holy oil on it and sending it to them in the mail. That's what I think they got going on. It's a mess. They are funny, though. They are a trip, honey. And already, just with these pastors' wives, it's been some mess going on, some bickering between Ivy and Tara, and oh, honey, it's a mess. So, but y'all need to check this show out if y'all had not watched it. This show is funny to me. I really like it. So, let's talk about Deception. Deception is a new show on NBC and starring Megan Good. And what I believe is that I've only watched the first episode. I watched the pilot. There's been another episode come on, but I haven't watched it. And basically, I think this is supposed to be NBC's answer to ABC's Scandal. That's what I think this is. I think they're trying to cash in on that leading black lady show. But Megan Good is a cop that's undercover. A friend got murdered or killed, and she think it's a conspiracy, and somebody had a kill, so she going undercover and try to find out what really happened. I don't know, but you know, it's okay. I mean, I gotta give it some more time, but it just seems weird to me to have Megan Good playing a cop. We're not used to seeing her in those roles. We're used to seeing her playing the bougie broad who thinks that she's better than the next person, or, you know, a Lolita who's getting the men, or, you know, roles like that. Typically, I would think someone for this particular role that Megan Good is playing would be like Regina King. You know, I think she's good at playing, you know, cop roles, or even Taraji P. Henson. Taraji P. Henson is on the show already on the show on CBS called Persons of Interest, which I don't watch, but I've seen the commercial. So I picture them being in those roles. But, you know, I'm going to stay tuned to Deception. I don't really got much to say about it because I only seen that one thing. I had a lot to say about Sisterhood because I saw all the episodes of Sisterhood. Is good to me. It is a trip. Okay, so now we finna get right on into the winter premiere of Scandal. Okay, baby, I'm going to try to make this as short as possible. But unlike Revenge's winter premiere, Scandal gave me my life. Baby, Miss Melly done forged document faking like the Fitz is done came too. And but Miss Sally girl, Langston, Miss Vice President bitch, she done figured it out. Baby, she was planning on having Melly arrested. But honey, Fitz came too, y'all. He came too at the end of the show. On the very first show of the winter premiere, he came too at the end of the show. Oh, baby, they had Huck all scooped up. They was whipping his ass because they said he tried to kill the president. He trying to tell them, no, it wasn't me. It was Becky. But, honey, they finally caught Becky ass. Huck had lured her up there on the roof. And Hollis' ass was behind it. Hollis had Becky to try to assassinate the president because he wanted Sally to take over the presidency so he could have some shit going on with her. Probably because Fitz, he don't really play Hollis games all like that. Sally, she's a greedy bitch. So, you know, whatever tune he was playing, she was dancing to the motherfucking music. Baby. So, Hollis was behind the assassination attempt on the president. Fitz woke up at the end, but honey, he still ain't right. He all delirious. He just, he ain't doing too well. And honey, okay, and then episode 2, which is one that came on this last Thursday. Baby, at the very beginning of the show, Liv read Ugmo for filth, baby. She said, oh, you calling me a criminal, a hoe, a idiot, and a crook, or some other shit. She said, baby, she read him for filth. Baby, she said 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. She let him know, bitch, get your motherfucking ass, get your shit out of my damn house. And baby, she hurried up and walked out and left, baby. And she just watched him leave. But as soon as he hit that motherfucking door, baby, she was calling Cyrus. Oh shit, Cyrus, it's finna hit the motherfucking fan. So, honey, Fitz, in the middle of Miss Sally Langston briefing the Congress or House of Representatives, whoever, she talking to them about the whole Fitz thing and how she think that the letter for his reinstatement was all a ploy. And Melly set the whole shit up. Baby, while she was trying to talk shit about the president walked in the motherfucking door. He say, hey, I'm back, or guess who's back, how y'all doing, whatever the fuck. Baby, they all was gagging at that point. Okay, and then, so this whole show was compared of a lot of flashbacks to, you know, the preliminary the election or before election. You know, how it all went down when it came to the point where they was finna rig the votes. Okay, so Fitz' daddy comes along to Charlie's self, helping Fitz with his campaign, which he just wanted to conduct a smear campaign on the other guy, who is it, the competition, whatever you want to call it. But honey, it was just a whole lot of stuff. And Fitz and his daddy don't get along. They don't really care for each other too much. And honey, he ended up reading his daddy for filth at the dinner table and said how the daddy was sleeping with prostitutes. That's why he didn't get to run for president. And said but the mama had died and this, that, and the other. But honey, it was a mess. So you know, everybody, Hollis is the one who brought up the whole rigging election thing. Okay, and nobody was on board. They were like, nah, we don't need to do this. But slowly but surely, they all started getting on board. Miss Judge girl. Judge Counsel. Miss Judge Counsel, she got on board with it. Then they got Melly on board with it. They got Cyrus on board with it. But Olivia was very... She wasn't feeling it. She knew it wasn't the right thing to do. She was resistant to them trying to get her on board with that. But in the end, she went ahead and gave in because she felt like Fitz was right for the job, but that he was not going to be able to win this election on his own. So they went ahead and Hollis made the call and they read the votes. And then at the end of the show, Ugmo shows up at the end of the show, Liv come home, Ugmo in her motherfucking house. She like, what the fuck you doing here? I'm gonna have my locks changed. I told you not to come here. He's talking about, I want to apologize, I'm so sorry, this, that, and the other, so on and so forth, this, that, and the third. Oh, and I want you to marry me if you will have me for your husband. Honey, then it cut to another scene, honey, because you know, we didn't get to hear Liv's answer. So, Miss Melly all running off with the mouth, oh, Fitz, oh, I'm so glad everything worked out so wonderful. Oh, I'm glad you was healthy. You did wonderful at the press conference, this, that, and the other. I mean, she just going on. Wouldn't shut the fuck up. Wouldn't even give him a word in edgewise. She was like, so we should take this opportunity to gain some type of political momentum and do something. What do you want to do, Fitz? Anything. We can do anything right now. Baby, Fitz let her run the fuck off at the mouth, and Fitz said that he wanted a divorce. Baby, Miss Melly was gagged at that point. She was like, oh. Yes, baby. So, now we ain't gonna get to see another episode until the 31st. So, we gotta wait 2 weeks to get a new episode. And they just came back from hiatus. I don't understand this type of stuff. But anyway, baby, these shows is getting good. Y'all should be watching Scandal. If you ain't watching it, you need to be watching The Sisterhood if you ain't watching it. And I'm going to try to give Deception a few more moments of my time and see what happened. Oh, and y'all, I have not been watching the VH1 lineup, Monday lineup, This Love and Hip Hop, the original. I haven't been watching it. I didn't watch it the first season, so I'm not watching it now. Y'all need to check these shows out if you hadn't checked them out. And if y'all been watching anything that y'all like, leave it in the comment section below. What do I need to be looking at? That's good. So y'all let me know what I need to be looking at or what I'm missing out on. So anyway, y'all, thanks everybody for watching. I will see you on the next one. Peace.
AudioMicro.com